doing something a little different. We are going to shelve the Jontrons for the next couple of Sundays. And Thursdays, actually, is getting taken over by Honest Trailers. Because there's a little tiny little itty-bitty little movie that's coming out. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. Spider-Man? I can't find his way home. Or something.
That's terrible.
So I figured in doing that, before we go see that, we would take an honest trip back. See how it works out the shit in there. And take a look at the previous Spider-Man movies. I have seen all of them. We will not be including Civil War in this.
Man, he's in it.
Right. I mean, it was his MCU debut. We may or may not have something dealing with that Honest Trailer later in the year. Who knows? There's a little caveat, a little carrot right there. Dang it, a little carrot. Happy trees. Happy trees. Uh-huh. Yeah, you didn't think I had a plan for that tree?
So I had an afro right now. That'd be funny.
Just fake one on.
Get some of that fake snow frosting. So anyway, first up here is the Honest Trailer to the first three Spider-Man movies. The Raimi Trilogy, as it's known, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies.
Yes.
So let's take a look at what we got. Why is it doing that all the time? Fix it in post.
From the studio that won't let Spider-Man team up with anyone else ever comes the Godfather trilogy of superhero movies. In that the first two are great and the third one sucks ass. The original Spider-Man trilogy. Prepare for an epic superhero trilogy featuring Spider-Man 1, a story about Peter Parker struggling with his powers, breaking up with Mary Jane, and battling a supervillain who ultimately kills himself. Spider-Man 2, a story about Peter Parker struggling with his powers, breaking up with Mary Jane, and battling a supervillain who ultimately kills himself. And Spider-Man 3, a story about Peter Parker struggling with his powers, breaking up with Mary Jane, and battling a supervillain who ultimately kills himself. Wait, did they just make the same movie 3 times in a row? Tobey Maguire stars as Peter Parker, a boy with the face of a puppy and the voice of a smaller, less threatening puppy.
I cried like a baby when you played Cinderella.
When the student physicist journalist pizza delivery boy is bitten by a radioactive spider, blah 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 powers, blah 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 responsibility.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, dude, we get it. Watch Spider-Man soar with his trademark powers of wall crawling and web shooting, plus a few more like spider sense, occasionally.
Oh,
Costume design and spider tears.
it just starts crying.
Meet Mary Jane, the love of Peter's life and the worst girlfriend ever.
This isn't about you. This is about me.
Grow to hate her snaggletooth face as she cheats on her boyfriend with Spider-Man, cheats on her fiancé with Peter Parker, and cheats on Peter Parker with his best friend. You'll wonder why anyone bothers to save her over and over and over.
I'm sorry. I want to go back to the shot where they're in the sunlight swinging. That's green screen. She's the only real person in that scene. That Spider-Man is a mannequin.
And her hair's going the wrong way.
And I forget, it's either the camera that's moving around them or it's on a little swing, and that was the only shot that they needed. Watch it again.
Cheats on her fiancé with Peter Parker, and cheats on Peter Parker with his best friend. You'll wonder why anyone bothers to save her over and over and over and over and over and over again.
You have a knack for saving my life.
Ride along as Spider-Man faces off against iconic supervillains who, despite billion-to-1 odds, all have a personal relationship with Peter Parker, like his professional mentor, Dr. Octopus, his uncle's killer, the Sandman, his rival co-worker, Venom, his best friend's dad, the Green Goblin, and his best friend, the other Green Goblin.
Hobgoblin.
Watch as these good men gone bad struggle with their inner demons the only way they know how. Golluming.
You killed them. We killed them. No, I'm not a criminal. The real crime would be not to finish what we started. Imagine if he joined us.
Ugh, his face looks a lot better with a mask on. So before you catch the next installment of the hipster reboot, settle in for 2 fun, innocent romps about a teenage superhero and a massive turd that managed to ruin Peter Parker,
Superman
Venom,
bangs right
Gwen
there.
Stacy, and the entire franchise in one go. No,
Do the
stop.
do this clap.
What's happening? Why are you doing this?
There it is.
Please.
Overhead.
The police. It's somebody. Oh, God, really?
Now take all this.
Why? Oh, the humanity. Starring
Cut to Iron Man coming. Not a great plan.
Spider-Man pooping, Osborn the Great and Powerful, Kirsten Starks, Gwen Stefani, Will.I.am Defoe, Inspector Gadget, Landman, Groovy, Ashy Larry,
Hey.
Black Flubber, and Gopher Face, the Spider-Man Trilogy.
Damn you, Cinderella.
Be sure to subscribe for more honest trailers.
Why?
I can't remember what came first. It was Spider-Man, right? And then X-Men came first. That was 2000.
Correct. It's 2002.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I got you.
They filmed this during after the World Trade Center thing,
Ah.
and yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I should know that. It's 9/11. Anyways,
Isn't that why? Yeah, because
there was a
was
scene that he catch something between the two towers.
That's right. No, it was the helicopter
Right.
that got caught in the web and the teaser.
Right.
That's okay.
And it got away out of the movie, but you can still see it in his eye.
Oh, okay.
You can still see the two
They
towers.
got a little bit in his eye. You come here for the humor. That's
It'll happen if you're swinging through the city.
my hair. So if you're swinging in the city or swinging through the city.
Swinging through the city.
All right, that was
Either way, it sounds right.
or horribly
The
wrong.
verbiage is correct.
1, 2, 3.
Swing.
Oh
Oh,
my!
my.
So that was the Sam Raimi trilogy. We'll be watching Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. Either Chase hasn't seen them or has pushed him so far to the back of his mind, he thinks he hasn't seen them. Kind of like what I do with the Incredible Hulk, but we'll get to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a story for another time.
Hello, Brian.